What products or services can you sell from anywhere in the world? What's going on, people? My name is Zulfikar, and welcome to video number 3 on my series on how to have a product or service which you can sell anywhere in the world. If you haven't already, check out the previous 2 videos so you get an understanding of what this video is about. But essentially, I'm just doing a very quick series on basically how to have an online business which you can run from anywhere in the world. And this video is dedicated to element number 2. So, element number 1 was the shop, office, market stall, which in today's day and age is Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, whatever social media platform, your website, your podcast, whatever's online. That's your modern day version of a shop and an office. And element number 2 is the product and or the service. So you've got 2 options. You can either sell a product online or you can sell a service. Those are the 2 main things. And the choice is literally up to you. If you are somebody who's more into products, you can have an e-com store. If you are somebody who wants to provide a service, then you can provide your service online, and it's just the same as having a physical shop or a physical office. In those physical shops and in those physical offices, you're either selling a product or you're selling a service. And people complicate this process, especially if they're going for a career change. They're not quite happy with their 9 to 5 job and they want to start an online business, but they don't really want to do what their typical job did. So they get confused. What product, what service. This video is going to be more of an overview because this topic is absolutely massive, and then I'll build upon it on future lessons. But in terms of what products can you sell online, literally anything. Everything is now online. Everybody's buying things online, and there really isn't a product or any kind of product that you can't sell online. Now you might be wondering, well, I don't have the money for inventory, I don't have the money for stock, and that's not a problem. That might have been a problem back in the day, but today it is so easy. You could start a drop shipping store, and if you don't know what a drop shipping store is, very simply, you are selling products to customers who then pay you, and then you make the order for that product, and then that product gets shipped from the manufacturer to the buyer direct. In other words, you are the middleman without having to buy the inventory and the stock in the first place. You're selling first, getting paid, and then you're making the order from the manufacturer, who will then send the product to the customer direct. Startup costs literally nothing. I mean, if you want a website, that might cost you a little bit, but you don't actually have to buy the physical products. And this is a good way to test out a product. So if you're thinking about selling a water bottles, for example, like and you want to test out the market, test out whether it will sell, you could drop ship it first, which is going to be very little expenditure from you, and once you've got a market, once it's going to sell, then you can brand it, and then you can order more stock and then sell it as your own brand, and that's just one way. Now if you're wondering where to dropship or where to go, like the popular ones everyone's always talking about them, Alibaba and AliExpress. Just Google AliExpress and you will find a website which will give you access to every product on the planet. And what a lot of people do, they go to these websites, they see a product. So there might be an iPhone case which costs I don't know, $1, and then they'll sell that for $10, $15 to people around the world. They'll get the money first, and then from the money that they've got, they'll then order that product, and then that product will get shipped directly to the customer. So very simply, that's how you can set up a product business. In terms of services, again, you can pick any service that you want. You can use something that you're already good at, and provide that online, which a lot of people are now doing, and a lot more people are going to have to do, whether it's a traditional service like accountancy, legal, HR, or recruitment. Those kind of things are even more important to be online than ever before. And these industries generally have been very slow coming onto the online scene, they're going to have to ramp it up. And if you are in those industries, you need to get your act together and get yourself online, because this is where your services are now going to be bought and sold. And if you're not wanting to carry on with with your current job, for example, it's quite easy to learn a service. And just to give you a few examples of services that you can sell online, there's web design, there's Facebook marketing, there's social media marketing, there's coaching, there's consulting, there's copywriting, and copyright. I know a lot of the people in the professional services world will be thinking of trademark copyright. That's not what copywriting is, or the one that I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is copywriting, which is writing, and this is a service that everybody needs, and it's one of the most popular, most lucrative online services, which can be literally done from any part of the planet. And that's why it's so popular. Like, everybody needs a copywriter. So when you see website, the words written on a website, a copywriter's done that. When you see an advertisement, the written words of an advertisement, whether it's on Facebook, even on telly or whatever, a copywriter has written that. When you see an email, that's from a copywriter. So lawyers, bankers, accountants, they all need copywriters. The e-com product owners and sellers, they need copywriters. So everybody needs a copywriter. So that is one skill which will always be needed, and at this moment in time, it's one of the most in demand services. And if you don't have copywriting experience, it does not take a long time to learn copywriting. Go grab a course, spend some time learning it, and then start offering that service to other people. Other popular services today are coaching and consulting. Like, you can consult if you've got obviously a corporate experience. You will have a lot more skills and knowledge and experience about certain things, which then you can use that knowledge and that experience and those skill sets to teach other people. So you could have a coaching course, or you could just consult other businesses, and you will get paid for obviously these services. And once you're set, it's going to be significantly more than a normal average salary, which is why it's a very attractive and lucrative business model. And I will go through these in more detail in future videos, but for now it's just a brief overview. Like, it is the easiest time ever in the history of this planet to set up a service which you can sell from anywhere in the world. If you've got any questions, hit me up. If you want me to discuss anything in particular in future topics, let me know. Until then, take care, have a nice day, and bye bye.